Shall we start? No? Ladies first?
No, say it, because I think it sounds really nice with your accent.
What, Archwell Audio?
Yeah.
Archwell Audio.
I mean...
Really?
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Today is December 11, 2021. It's 3:12 a.m. It's Saturday. I'm gonna continue with some of the bookmarks that I did the day prior, which I didn't finish record yesterday. I had to. Why did I stop? I don't know. I think either I had to get wake up my kids or something, but I had to stop. I didn't finish record. But anyway, before I go on Twitter, let's check the background. 1,543 subscribers, new subscribers, welcome. Last night I put another video out. This one was gonna be live this morning on Saturday, but I don't know. I put a poll out who wants to see another one, because I have a lot of videos available for you guys to see, because YouTube approved them. You know, that's why I scheduled them, because waiting for YouTube to approve them. So I have all of these available, and these two were the two recents that I finished edit yesterday. So I want YouTube to approve it first before I schedule. Well, I already scheduled it, but I want YouTube to review them. So this one is due the 22nd, December 22nd. So they haven't reviewed them yet. So that's why I put one more video out, because I had a lot. As you can see, I have a lot that's available. That this one, was it 11 people on YouTube had to review it. So anyway, I'm telling you, now back to another story here. I think I'll fit perfectly in the royal family with my black ass. You know why I'll fit perfectly? Because you know how I keep on saying they're trying the same thing and expect a different result. You think I should know better by now. Whenever I lay on the couch, it doesn't take me too long to fall asleep. So the night before, my husband and I, you know, we both were too lazy to get to, so we both lay on the couch, cuddle, right? If you don't get it, I'm not gonna repeat it again. We both stay on the couch, cuddle, and I know every time I lay on the couch, the pillow, I use the pillow on the couch as a pillow for myself to put my head on, but it's too high for me. At the time it feels good, but afterward my neck is hurting. That's the problem. I know later on my neck is gonna hurt, but I still do it. You know, this is why I think I will fit perfectly in the royal family, because they keep on doing the same thing, expecting different results. So the same thing happened to me last night, Friday night, is that once my husband said he's gonna pick up the kids, okay, there's like I don't know what it is. I guess less responsibilities. I don't have to worry about going out and pick up the kids and do different things. And usually on Friday, if they want, let's say, not things that I cook, how do they call it, junk food or something like that, like McDonald's or pizza or something like that, they could have it. So they wanted pizza, and we had some leftover pizza at home already, so all we had to do is warm it up and let them have it. And so all of those work, not cooking, not going out to pick up the kids, my I guess my responsibility is like a monkey get off my back pretty much. I didn't have to do much. So what happened after I edit 2 videos, I stay on the couch watching some of the squad's channel. I fell asleep. I fell asleep from like, I believe from 4 o'clock till 11 p.m. Okay? And it was so comfortable on the couch. Then when I got up, my neck is hurting me. So I got up, took a shower, went to sleep, and continued watching some of the squad channel. And I think I saw Barron's. I need to finish it because I think I fell asleep in between. I started watching it, and Henry the Eighth. I watched that first actually. Let's go look on my history here. What did I watch? Oh, it's on my other thing. Oh, and I also watched this from Byline. Okay, that's from my other account that I watched it. But when I was on my bedroom, this is what I watched. I watched Byline. They had like an hour, 15-minute video. It's very good. Anyone who lives in the UK, anyone, at least for now, okay, Byline TV YouTube channel, I highly recommend it that you guys watch it, because I feel like pretty much everything that you've heard me say in terms of politics in the UK, they are saying it exactly that. They confirm some of the things that I've said. On this episode, actually, they had what's the PM name who not PM, MP who stood in front of Parliament and called out Boris for being a liar. They had her there. Something, is it Porter? Dawn Porter, I believe her name is. I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. The black MP who stood in front of Parliament and called Boris a liar, and then they kick her out. It was so refreshing to see journalists are talking in terms of what I saw. It confirms pretty much everything that I saw. When I started talking about the PPE, is it PPE? The thing you put on your face? All right, it was in summer of 2019, I think 2019 or 20, no, yeah, no, could be summer of 2020. When I came across the article, I shared it with you, and you know, the same way that I do, I read and I give my opinion here and there. Okay, they brought this up as well, so I highly recommend it. Okay, so these are the ones that I watched last night when I went in my room, but this one I fell asleep. I started watching it and fell asleep. But yeah, I watched the entire 1 hour and 15 minute The Byline documentary on Friday. It seems like they have that every Friday. Okay, so go. Very, very educational, informative, and for anyone who thinks the UK is gonna change by itself, okay, and whenever they're gonna throw their shiny object, which is black people, racism, and things like that, think again. You guys, whoever live in the UK, you guys are your own enemy, because the thing that's going on, it's happening. It's right there. It's literally happening, and some of you have lost some loved one through their BS. Okay, at least the US, I mean, don't get me wrong, the US is no better than that, but the 2020 election in the US, people went out and vote. They didn't take their BS. Okay, they go out in full force and vote, and prevent us from going the same path the UK is in right now. Because if we didn't go out and vote, whatever the UK is facing right now, we would have been facing it as well. We saw the hint of it. Even those Trump was trying to indoctrinate and stuff like that, still saw the light to say, no, I'm not going that path. I believe many European countries who's heading the same dark path as the UK, it's just that they have been in a state of calm. There was no war, no nothing. So I don't know, it seems like people cannot live in peace. So things were so good, okay, or have been so good for them, that now they feel like in order for them to feel like they exist or something, they have to create the chaos that is happening around the globe right now, like similar to what's going on in the UK. All right, and one of the things that I've said from the get-go, why the UK was removing itself from the European Union is to control the court, because they were doing so many BS. They want to control that for things to go their way. But thank God there are some people in the UK who still have dignity, core values, and upheld the law. So this is what's holding you guys right now, because if you guys don't remove these people that are there right now, you will have no chance when it comes to the court. Okay, so that's that. And then like I said, in terms of Dawn Porter, I believe that's her name. If I'm wrong, please correct me. One of the things that I say about her is that in the book and history book, she will be known as the one and only person who stood up in front of the bull and said exactly what's there, because her core values did not align with the BS that's going on over there. Because so many, that it takes courage to do that. So many people are afraid. It's the fear that putting many of us in this situation. We are afraid to do what's right, because the noise that's surrounding all those bullies prevent many of us from facing the bull. Sometimes you have to take courage, because one little act of kindness, what Dawn Porter have done, probably opened many eyes in the UK, and it will shape your history later on. Okay, many of us cannot just sit back and let it happen. We have so many examples. What happened in Germany? People stay back. And I told you many times, many of the Germans, okay, were not as mean as we see it in history, but many of them stood back, were afraid to speak up. Were afraid to speak up. If you speak up in great volume, like the US did, and went out and vote, you will see the kind of life you want to see. Because sometimes, just think of your children. Right now, we are in a crossroad where how are we going to live our children kind of life, this kind of thing here. So I really recommend you guys, even if you don't subscribe, but at least check them once in a while, because this is where the truth, they're telling exactly what's going on. All right, forget that GB news. If you feel like you want something free to watch, go and Byline TV, check their playlist and watch their videos, because it is very informative. They're letting you know exactly what's going on. All right, so let me move away from politics. Let's go on Twitter, all right, and see what's going on. This one I then bookmarked it, but once I saw it, I decided to share it with you, on top of all the other ones that I have bookmarked on the 10th. Today is the 11th, but I stopped yesterday because I didn't have time. All right, so this is the first tweet. Okay, but there is such a wall of silence around the entire probe on the orders of the Queen Elizabeth's ultra cautious private secretary, Sir Edward Young, that no one within the household has been told whether it is even still ongoing. As I'm reading this, because look at this, I was thinking about it when I was talking earlier, but I forgot about it. During the Black Lives Matter movement that was going on, and it crossed over to the UK, all right, the voice of the people were talking. The only thing I didn't like of some of the thing that's happening, but sometimes you need to create chaos to get people's attention, and sadly to say, okay, I'm not promoting that kind of behavior, but sadly to say, sometimes it needs to take people's attention anyway. The reason I'm saying that is in terms of toppling down monuments and things like that. These things, once they're no longer relevant, they need to be at a museum. All right. So what happened in the UK when people were protesting Black Lives Matter and whatever? Look how quickly it switched. Look how quickly it switched to what? Racism. You're seeing all the things, especially after the football thing. What happened there? The voice of the people were talking, okay, wanted some form of a change. Guess what happened? Do you know why we didn't hear it switch completely? You see the racism and all of that? The monarch was afraid. The monarch was afraid because when the people start protesting, they want them out and stuff like that. They didn't want that. They knew, they studied exactly the voice of the people to quickly switch it around. Okay, that's one thing that just happened. You could disagree with me. Okay, I understand many people may not see what I'm saying, but the thing is there, it's happening. Many of us are not paying attention or not seeing the clues. You need to ask yourself what happened from the Black Lives Matter thing to all of a sudden there's the racism, and then you got Boris Johnson right back in office to put you in so much pain. Okay, where people are not delivering things. I don't know, I'm not in the UK, I don't know all the headaches you guys are going through, but all I know, there's shit in your water because people are reporting it. It's not funny, but that is a fact that I'm aware of. All right, but any personal things that's going on in your household, how you get your food, how you get your gas, I do not know. Okay, but the racism thing they throw at the UK to switch people's mind automatically, to make it seem like black people is the bad thing. Look who stood up for you guys. You need to ask yourself a question. You guys are your own worst enemy. All right, in spite of all of this racism that's going on, who stood up in front of parliament and raised the voice for you guys? It was a black woman. Okay, again, I'm sorry if I have the name wrong, but that's the name that keeps on popping in my head. Dawn Potter. I'll look it up when I'm editing. What's her name? Okay, Dawn Potter. But you guys need to ask yourself, especially the white Brits, you guys need to ask yourself, okay, if black people are so bad that you're willing to put you in whatever pain that you guys are all in now, you need to think twice and said, what did the black people did to you guys? Because they're not the one who's in power, who's putting all of these policies in for you guys to be in such a pain. In spite of all the pains that you guys are in, look at who stood up at least to defend whatever right you guys have over there. It was a black woman. And then when she stood up to speak up, to raise your voice, I believe I'm talking based on the US kind of a system. The people vote for her to be there, and then she was delivering the vote of the people in front of parliament. Tell me if she is that bad, or believe me, in every group, on every race or every religion, whatever it may be, there's a good, there's a bad. Okay, I'm not saying all black people are good. You will see some really crazy black people. All right, this is not to say this is the same thing for everybody. The same way there's good white people, good Asian, good whatever, Middle Eastern, good whatever. Okay, there's always a bad, but at least majority of the time we come across the good one. Okay, so this Dawn Potter stood in front of parliament to defend your right, to say, look at this is what's happening. Boris is lying to you guys. Why he needs to apologize and stuff like that. All right, what did they do? They kick her out. All right, so the reason I bring that up again is because when I'm reading this about the Queen, I forgot to mention it from my intro, is that between the Black Lives Matter until the completely 360 you guys have right now, where you're having shit in your water, literally. Alright, because they were afraid when people start start demonstrating. Okay, the next step will be for them. They don't want people to raise the voice for them. All they had to do, anybody who's been with me from the get-go, all the monarchy had to do was to be with the people. Take the side of the people who's give what is it paying their taxes to support them, that's all they had to do. Then they will not have anything to worry about if they stood for the people. Look, for instance, Harry, when the government is saying for military people to pay for, I'm assuming is residency. I take it as the same thing as the US being a residence, not a citizen, but residence, that they could live there. So when they started talking in terms of raising the fee for their residency, they have a different term in the UK, all right, the equivalent of residency in the US that the UK is doing, raising the fee for that. Who stood for them? Harry. Harry is on the right side of history. He doesn't try to be in political thing because his voice is for the voice of the military. Okay? He's saying, look, these guys fought along with me. They risked their life with me. Why do you want them to pay a fee to stay in the country when they had risked their life? Okay, Harry is on the right side of history. The same thing the royal family should have done. Right now, they might be in the heyday of whatever it is. They're getting the money, they're living lavishly, but in the long run, it's not the best way for them. Okay, and I said the perfect example. They have the history, live history, but he's no longer going to exist anymore. Was Prince Philip. Prince Philip lived in Greece, I believe. All right, when the Greek people had enough with his family, what did they do? They had to leave. So once they get to that point, where are they gonna go? They've done so many shady stuff around the world. Where are they gonna go? So if I was them, when things get really hot, it's to make a deal right away, because they have no place to go. I don't see any well, there must be one. Like I always said, there must be one, so there probably is one for them. I don't know where, but that's that. Cannot deny it, because history keep on repeating itself, but many people are not don't want to learn from history. All right, let's move on with this. Let me read it again. Okay, but there is such a wall of silence around the entire probe on the border of the Queen Elizabeth ultra-cautious private secretary Sir Edward Young, that no one within the household has been told whether it is even still ongoing. All right, there's 2 comments under there. Okay, so Simon case is involved. Okay, I'm missing something here. I wasn't too much on Twitter yesterday. This I included from the part of the tweets that I did not finish the day before, but when I went on my tweet on Twitter and I saw it, and I decided to bookmark it. So something is going on. It's like 2 days since the tweets that I left. Simon case is involved. What a surprise. Since Kanoff botched the trial, he may be out of favor as a potential witness. Meghan's lawyer indicated that Meghan will mount a strong defense against the claim. Okay, I think the firm will not proceed unless there is overwhelming proof. Okay, something is going on. I'm not sure what's going on as I'm reading this right now. Like I said, I was not on Twitter that much yesterday. Okay, probably the best time for them to come out and admit Kanoff made it up, considering he's more or less made himself look the fool. I guess the main question will be why he did it and who instructed him to do it. Okay, like I said, these kind of things are steps. I'm talking in terms of Meghan's next step after winning the lawsuit, the appeal again. You know, the next step is, because it's concrete, it's evident, we know it. Okay, we cannot go to court and assumption. We have to have solid proof. The only solid proof Meghan has is Kanoff. He cannot call William to court, even though we suspect. Okay, we suspect it's William who admitted it. But does Meghan have a solid proof of that? No. So the only person she can call to court is Kanoff, because this not only was Kanoff was the guy she was talking to directly through emails. Okay, there's solid evidence of that. There's interaction to text, solid evidence of that. Okay, so that's the next person she can only call, not William, even though we know. Okay, so after that, if that goes to trial, okay, through interrogation and whatever he says in court, then the next step could happen. Because as far as I'm concerned, Meghan could call anybody in the royal family to court. Any. Why? the headache they put her through, they didn't even consider her as part of the royal, working royal. Okay, so they didn't even consider her as an employee. She was, in a way, she was only helping Harry. So this is the way that I see it. So from Knopf, then the next letter, the next person could come. All right, let's see here. Okay, I guess the main question would be why he did it and who instructed him to do. You see, that's that. Okay, that's because they found nothing. Okay, I'm still in the blank, not sure what they're talking about, but I have a feeling it has to do with Meghan's thing. So let's read that thread. Again, that was not part of my thing, but now we have it in this video. Okay, the palace is getting nervous. They overplayed their hand, and now they can produce receipt or complainants willing to fall on their swords for queen and country with false allegation. So that must be about the bullying case. That's the only thing I could think of. Okay, they really underestimate how much Harry and Meghan don't care about royal favor and will fight. This is getting good. So something is going on. Again, I think it has to do with the bullying. Okay, I feel like that needs to be celebrated. Yeah. Okay, I'm here for the royal family panic. Okay, yeah, the small number is Jason Knopf, Prince Harry, and Kate. Okay, I meant the small number is Jason Knopf, Prince William, and Kate. Alright, so she fixed herself. The thing is that I won't be surprised. I will not be surprised one bit if, let's say, Meghan decided to call Knopf to court and through interrogation. I will not be surprised they throw Kate under the bus. Okay, she thinks she got it good. She didn't, you know, her big mistake is not rolling. Not that I said it in another video. I don't think Meghan really needed a red carpet to be rolled for her, but because after Harry had rolled the red carpet for her to walk on, she rolled it back. Don't leave it for Meghan. So this is her downfall right there. I could see them. They throw her under the bus along with her whole entire family. They thought they got it good. Okay, that I could see it. Okay, translation. This was done to try to make Meghan look bad ahead of Oprah interview, and upon looking at it properly, there's nothing there. Of course there's nothing there. Meghan have been working with so many different people before joining the royal family, and then all of a sudden she's that bad, and then on top of it we saw all those negative headlines preceding to her getting into the royal family. Please, they just put their foot in their mouth right now. Now Meghan probably gonna have to sue them and say, okay, you smear my name, turn the firm into the next the tabloid that she just called for printing her letter. Now call the firm to court for smearing her name with that BS thing. That could be the next thing too. I don't know. That could be. I'm telling you, Meghan have so many legal right to call anybody to court right now. I don't know. If that was me and I have the time, believe me, when you piss somebody off to a certain brink, they don't give one damn thing how powerful or anything you are. Is when you get them to the brink of being upset. They know, they try to avoid certain things. Believe me, the quiet one are the one you have to be very careful with, because they don't like problems. Okay, but when you get them to the brink of being upset, they won't back up. They don't give a shit anymore, because you put them at the level of being so upset where, in order for them not to punch you is to take you to court. I think that's Meghan right now, because I've been to that point before. Alright, cunning, sneaky, and vile snake den of vipers, the world is watching. Alright, keep in mind how quickly the palace went on defense over the BBC documentary without even knowing its content. They did the same thing. They did the same with this full investigation 2 weeks before the Oprah interview. Okay, they had to get a third lawyer involved because the first two couldn't find anything. Oh, really? Okay, so it has to do with the bully. Okay, then Amy M's former PA, now working with William and Kate, attend Meghan's Smart Works capsule lunch after leaving her job. I'm guessing she wasn't traumatized. So it's one of those who was working with Meghan. And then when people are working for other people, you have to still maintain your core values at all the time, because many of those people will hire you to do the bad thing because they don't want to be they don't want to get caught. So at the end of the day, you have to look out for yourself. Yes, everybody needs money. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying certain things, within the right legality of it, the right instances. I'm not saying not to do it. People need money. You need to survive, right? You need money to buy food and to pay for your shelter, your whatever it may be, right? But your core value should always at play 24/7. Is this the right thing to do? If it's not, start looking for another place that matches your core values, and that way you don't live with guilt. Living with guilt is not a good way. All right, regretting, oh, I did this, I did that. Your conscience will eat you alive. That's the thing many people don't get. Live with your conscience and at peace, this kind of thing. So don't let money blind you with stupidity, where later on, maybe now you're enjoying it, but later when you should be sitting down, put your feet up, drinking your tea or coffee, whatever it may be, or wine, all right, looking at the sunset and lounging, but instead your conscience is bothering you. Is that worth it? The worst thing is your conscience, that little voice in your head that usually tell you, maybe you should not do that, maybe you should do this, that little voice we always forget. This is the voice that's gonna haunt you later on when you're sitting back, when you should be enjoying the fruit of your labor. But instead, because if you did so many bad shitty stuff, it's gonna come back to haunt you. Okay, that's the one that's gonna haunt you. Alright, wait just 1 damn minute. The family is paying privately to do this to Meghan. Seriously? Okay, let's see this. Okay, the royal household subsequently employed a third-party law firm to probe the claim paid for by the family privately, and a move that some predicted could increase tension between Harry and Meghan and the institution. I'm telling you, I don't know where she get that from, but the steps that the royal family are doing, I've said it in many different ways, is what gonna pretty much get people upset to get them out of there. All right, you got the two most royals who were doing the most ethical things for the people, and then to kick them out, literally they tell them to leave. Okay, go back to America.
If you want to be private, go back to America and live privately. It's pretty straightforward.
I don't know if you guys forget it. Their mouthpiece said on national television to go back to America. What did she do? She grabbed her prince, her baby, and left. And now you're telling me you're hiring private lawyers to still put her down while she was helping the people? So I don't know. These are the steps that leading to their own extension. They don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Okay, how easy could it be just to come forward, take a blow for once and say, oh, we were afraid. I mean, sometimes being humility is not weakness. You're just preventing, I don't know, for someone like me, I'll just come out and apologize and say I made it up, and then apologize on national television or make a deal with Meghan and all of that, and stop that all BS thing. Because you're getting more people angry. Because especially when they see the work and Meghan and Harry have done, alright, are all good. Helping charities in any shape or form that they feel it's right. So you opening people's eyes to look and said, wait a second, what are you doing here? These people are helping. These are the questions that they're making people ask. So they have only themselves to blame. They can justify using the direct taxpayers' money on the sham, so they have to use direct taxpayers' money. When it backfires, it's not as bad. It's just a different way of wording it, because people never question them. I told you guys, they've done this so many times. Everybody turn a blind eye. They never question them. Now you have Harry and Meghan, who's putting them on check. Every BS you say, show me this kind of thing. Show me your proof. Okay? I know I didn't do that. So Meghan have been living her true life ever since, I guess, she was born. And she went to the UK for that few moments, living her true self. So you're gonna have to show her where did she go wrong, because you spill her name around the world in a negative way. So now she wants to be checkmate. Show me how bad I was. This kind of thing. I think that's what's going on right now. Whatever I'll advise maneuver they try to pull off, the risk of a well-crafted reply, what is that, memo from Montecito has been shook. Right? Thanks as always for the archive link. Very happy that I'm not giving them clicks. Alright, let's see here. Okay, I have never seen Boolean investigation takes years like this one. It sound made up and waste to set up Meghan. Whatever. Meghan was like, I have my receipt, but let's see what you got. They thought that was gonna be just everybody turn a blind eye. I think that's what it was. Meghan never harasses anyone. It's always easy to accuse Montecito of harassing their employees, a racist British monarchy that just wants to damage the image of Meghan. These are all lies. Yeah, that's exactly that. But Meghan has put them on check. Alright, so let me go to the tweet that I bookmarked. I cannot believe I'm already 30 minutes. I'm gonna do another video. No. Look at this. I almost went to the one that I've already done. More leaks. Alright, let's see what's going on with that. Luckily I put a note where I said that I did not record. Oh, that's the one. Oh, perfect. That's the one I think I just did. Did I? No. Is that the one? Yeah. Wow. Okay, so it was on my homepage. Okay. Or is it the one that let's see. I'm trying not to. Okay, so that's this one first. Alright, so put them in the wrong order. Okay. Next tweet, Princess Diana then called him, quote, good King Harry, and quote, for no reason. Although I rather wanted to come to fruition, the UK deserves a king such as Prince Harry is, but the future king are insecure, jealous, cold-blooded bullies, so abolish the monarchy. Alright, so she retweeted that. In a nutshell, Charles wants to his sons to suffer because he suffered too. William actively make others suffer so he suffers less. Harry wants to put an end to the suffering. I feel like I did this before. Okay, no king will ever walk away from his kingdom, so no, Harry wouldn't be a great king. Alright, so whatever. Well, he's showing a true human being. Out of that cesspool of place, I can believe this. He come out this type of a. Alright, next tweet. Okay, it's so wild that the British public really had no reason to dislike Meghan Markle, like I saw all this happen in real time. Yeah, a lot of things is happening. People need to pay attention. Alright, Meghan said, what is it, 7 seconds. The squad always find the best clip.
I haven't done anything to anybody. From the moment that I walked in the house, bitches decided that they just weren't gonna like me, period. I haven't done anything to anybody. From the moment that I walked in
the squad always find the perfect clip. That's exactly true. Okay, if Piers Morgan hadn't met Meghan on her suit/PR visit to London, had a drink with him at the pub, the British public would have followed an endless stream of abuse he lagged at her on air for 4 years. Can you imagine that? 4 years you're getting that. Whew, this is hard. This huge worldwide humiliation from this guy. He's definitely a baggage for God. Baggage for God. Piers gave Thomas Markle a voice just after the wedding. Good Morning Britain made money. This is the thing with core value, what people do for money. Okay, his first tweet about her trip to London said, quote, wish we had a jig, end quote. And his tweet when she got engaged was that they met and he handed her into a cab to meet Harry. He was just another face and a press pack. She didn't know him and doesn't acknowledge him. That's why he abused her. That's a shame. Alright, me too. It was the making of a national villain, and it worked in the UK and Australia. People are so easily conditioned. Yeah, especially when their biases are activated and they're too dishonest to acknowledge them, so they're happy to go along with the tabloid lies. It's something that I was saying at the beginning of this video. Alright, whatever pain the UK is in right now, don't blame it on any black people. All right, don't blame it on any black people, because black people over there, in my humble opinion, don't have the authority, the hands-on, full personal authority to put you in that pain. It was a collective of misinformation, of your hatred, your racism, and all of that that is putting you in the condition that you are in. And when you look on the bright side to see if I'm wrong, okay, again, Don Potter, I don't know, that's the name that keeps on popping on my mind. That MP who stood in front of the parliament and call out the lies that were being fed to you, okay, to the public, for your own, for your own security and all of that. She let people know there was lie that was going on. All right, what did they do? They kick her out. All right, in my eyes, she's a true warrior and face of all of those evil doers. She's like the little girl who stood in front of the bull on Wall Street in the US. All right, so that's what I see her as. Okay, her and Meghan, they're standing up in front of bullies to speak the truth. All right, it is insane. If you look at the petty nonsense they turn into scandals, it's all tiaras, bridesmaid tights, avocados, and baby bump. And even then, they were usually lying. There was zero crime or breach of ethic. They made up excuses to be hateful out of thin air. Yeah, that's exactly that. Nothing. All of this, what happened? So they could sit on their throne, relaxing, have people serve them, and this don't lift a finger to do a damn thing. It's the same playbook. Okay? Meanwhile, people are suffering. Right? Me too. And then got pissed when Harry moved them out of the shithole country. But we don't care about UK audience. I don't care. Alright? I still, wherever I can, I don't want to say things that I don't know, or, based on my humble opinion, there are still good Brits out there, alright? There are still good Brits out there. Very good people out there. They're still fighting. Look at Byline, alright? Byline, I think majority of them, I believe, it's from the UK. Yeah, majority of their reports dealing with the UK issue. So there are still people fighting, okay? There are people fighting for your right, for your self-destruction. So yeah, check Byline TV on YouTube. Support them if you can, at least for now, because anything could change course. Alright, because I've recommend some YouTube channel before, and then later on they turn 360. But Byline TV for now, okay, 2021 right now, this is the way to go, to not be indoctrinated into the BS that's going on with the other tabloid. Alright, next tweet. This woman's face is so effing immaculate. Are you kidding me? Look at her. Alright. Yeah, don't talk about this. Look enough for me. Alright, let's look at the picture. Look at her. Yep. She was too good for the UK. Too good for the UK. And the thing is that with her is her humility to treat everyone that she come across with respect. That's the thing that bothers the UK. They think this is weak. It's not weakness. It's just human ability to treat others with respect. Someone who's serving you, okay, should not be higher, lower than somebody else. Okay. The reason I'm saying that is because there was a tweet that I come across where someone mentioned comparing her with the Cambridges, because when she came with Harry, alright, she thanked them, and in a nice way, to thank her servers and all of that. But the others, when they come in, is like, I'm all that, and treat them like shit. This kind of thing. So this kind of thing, when you meet somebody, always show respect. Always. Then later, if the respect don't return, all bets are off. You do what your human nature asks you to do, or what you feel like doing to protect yourself. Alright? But always start the initial thing. Your first move, your first thing is to show respect. That way people don't say, oh, you did this to me. You'll be like, no, when I first met you, I said this. I say hi or whatever, but in return you did that. So never give them an excuse to say you were the one to start it. That's the key here. Don't give them an excuse to say you were the one to start it. Even though you might hear from different people, this person is bad. guess what? You could put your shield on, but because you never experienced that person with your own two eyes, okay? Always show that respect still, but be ready. That's all. Just be ready. And then sometimes other people could lie to you and said this person is bad, and then you go base your initial reaction based on what other people told you, and then when you come across is not that at all, and then you have to apologize and then look dumb. Okay, it's better to show humility first, okay, and then you go on from there. This is what happened to Meghan. She showed too much humility, respect to everyone she come across. Through Twitter, I find out there's a guard who stood out there in the cold. Meghan bought a box of gloves for them when they're standing out there. My goodness, she just got into the royal family a few minutes ago, and she was able to recognize that those soldiers standing there or wherever, I don't know, needed a glove. How come the royal family never see that? You know, they're standing there for them to protect them. How come they didn't see that to say, oh, the firm need to buy them a glove so they could stay warm and all of that? But a few seconds she's over there, she already recognized it. I mean, that means a lot. She living in the moment to recognize the wrong that's happening. I'm telling you, sometimes you need to pat yourself in the back when you see something the moment you are in it. Many of us only recognize it after the fact, but anytime is better than nothing. But when you are in the moment to recognize it, you need to give yourself a tremendous gratitude, pat yourself in the back and say, thank God I recognize it, because not too many people can see some of the things that they are going through until someone else pointed out to them. All right, so this is the thing, and I really want to do that, to do meditation, because through that the mind and body will be free, will be open to see certain things. You know, I did it once. I did the meditation once, and it took me a while. When I did that one time, it took maybe 2 hours to get to that point where I felt like I was walking in a special room. I don't even want to describe it. And then I was so shocked, and I jump out of it, and then I could never ever do that same meditation ever again. And I really want to practice it, because I can't believe it. I could not believe it, and I was so shocked, and then opened my eyes, and then could never get into that state. All right, let me continue with the tweet. All right, so the tweet was this woman's face is so effing immaculate. Are you kidding me? Look at her. All right, we saw the picture already. Okay, that's Doria's face. Joanne. Okay, like Helen of Troy, the face that launched 1,000 ships. Meghan has that goddess glow. Yep, that is true. All right, there's a life when you order something online versus when you receive. Oh, please, you have to, what do you call this? With this one, you have to, how do you call this? Photoshop that one to get that. Why don't you take the face when she talked to the kids? Here, you could see Meghan was saying something nice to the kids, or like, oh, like, I can't believe this. Oh, really? Or something like that. All right. So this one, that's the only thing you could come across. Okay. That needs to... Black. We don't want to see nonsense. We know the certain things. All right. How old are you? That's the person say, how old are you? Why do you care? Okay. No one touches her face for day. Next tweet. I'm telling you, those people don't know peace. They have to come on the squad's timeline to write their nonsense. I guess that's what makes them feel better. But in order for you to feel better, you have to make someone else feel bad. You got a problem. You really do have a problem. All right. That's a baggage for God, for anybody who's in that kind of state. If they cannot find their own happiness, what makes you happy? Okay, find your own happiness. There's some people, you know what, just sitting by themselves, chilling in their own home, watching TV. That's their happiness. The reason I'm saying that is my aunt who passed away. She helped pretty much everybody in the family. All right. Her own happiness was sitting home watching TV. All right. She worked so freaking hard, helped everyone in the family, and then when she's relaxing, don't bother her. Don't bother her. She has her shows. And I wish my mom could be in that same state too. Find something that make her happy. Because every time I call my mom, it's problem, 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 problem. Man, I haven't called her in a while because I'm not ready to hear problem. I'm sorry. Before I call my mom, I have to do that deep breath and say, let me ready to listen to some problem so I don't yell at her. So I didn't call her for like a week now. I used to call her almost every other day. But if every time I call you, it's problem I'm hearing, I'm gonna be upset at my kids taking this. So I need to, especially during the holiday, I don't want to hear problem. I have some stuff for her though, but gifts that I buy for her. But I'm not ready to hear problem. I'm sorry. I went off course. But people need to find their own serenity. What makes them happy? It doesn't have to be well, I guess some people, if they have the money, is just go shopping. But if you don't have, if you have to be in debt to be happy, I don't know. That's not fun, because those people need their money back. But anyway. Of course, completely. Alright, breaking news. Sources within Karenington Palace report that Egg is anxious to hear what his ratings are for his Apple Walk. I'm telling you, with the symbols. With his Apple Walk, apparently, he's under the impression that he's going to easily beat, boy rating. Meanwhile, the clown are undoubtedly coordinating on how to spend his likely poor result. Yeah, I had it in one of the tweets that I was doing, and I didn't even share it. I don't want to promote his BS. When will the public know about Egg's rating? Okay, I'm not really sure. You're so funny, very clever. Thanks for always making the chuckle. There's the love. Kiki, I literally like and retweet as soon as I see your breaking news. That's how much I love them, and I hope clowns see them. Okay, it really happened. Ha ha ha, Joanne. Okay, unable to see that. I believe it happened on Monday. There's the laugh. Alright, next tweet. There's this. Twitter will make a joke out of everything, and I love it. Okay, what is this? Okay, breaking. Omicron's sister variant has been discovered, and it could be harder to track. There's this. Okay, is she hot? They're talking about the COVID thing. Is she hot? Okay, well, she'll definitely leave you sweating, panting, and gasping for breath. That is funny. It's very serious, but it's funny. Let's see here. It's funny. Alright, laughing my ass off. That's comedy gold. That's the laugh. And I have a story to tell you here. After the Thanksgiving, when the kids were going back to school, as they were leaving, now I make them walk to the bus stop by themselves, and they have to call me when they get to the bus stop, and when they get to the bus, inside the bus, they need to text me, because they're not supposed to use the phone in the bus, but I ask them to text me. So, it's starting to give them their freedom, this kind of thing. So that Monday, before they went back to school, after the Thanksgiving holiday, I called both of them. I was in my office doing editing and stuff. I called them and I said, look, this is the perfect time for you to be extra careful with your mask. Make sure you keep your mask on. Okay, I don't care if it's the teacher, the principal, the whatever who comes to you, put your mask on. Okay, because during the holiday, that's when people went to visit friends, family, and all of that. Many of them are not taking extra precaution. And I let them know the reason they were able to enjoy the holiday like we did in our own way. We didn't do anything extravagant, but they were able to do their own thing. The only thing that I ask of them when we're home is to read. That's it. Every day they must read. Okay, I didn't have that in my life growing up, but I want to make sure every day they read. We went to the library the other day. They got a book. All right, several books. So with that being said, I let them know that the reason they were able to enjoy their free time at home is because they were not sick. Because once you're sick, the body doesn't care about anything else but to get well. So you were able to do everything you wanted to do. You play around, you play video game, you get up anytime you want. I let you stay a bit later before you go to bed. So you were able to enjoy that. So in order for you to remain enjoying those free, your health, you have to keep your mask on. Okay? And I let them know people were going to their friends, family for dinner and all of that, and usually leave their guard down. And I said, look, my family invite me to come to dinner. Did we go? They answered no. My husband family, okay, their dad family, invite us to dinner. Did we go? No, we did not go. Where did we go? We stayed home. Why? Because I don't know what they're doing. We're still trying to stay cautious, right? So that day I told them to be very careful. Long and behold, I received email, what is it, on Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. Two people and my sons, my youngest, have COVID. Okay? And then yesterday, my son came home and said, oh, someone else have it. And I said, you see, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Because of the holiday, we don't know what anybody was doing, you know, where they were going. They let their guard down. It takes a second. Okay, 3 kids, I don't know, maybe more. 3 kids in his classroom had COVID. And I said, when you playing with your friends and stuff like that, always put your mask on and keep your distance. Because your health, once you're sick, all the things you enjoy, you won't be able to have it. So there, you know, I'm still praying, you know, and now I'm a little bit I'm probably gonna speed up the vaccine for my youngest. He's the only one who's not vaccinated in the house, and I was waiting to see in terms of a statistic of the kids his age group who are now allowed to take vaccine, how they're doing. I think I don't know, when they go on vacation, that's the thing that I'm gonna do. Take them to the clinic and have him, because my oldest of it is done. He took both of his shots. I need him to do it. This one, okay. This one I shared it with you already. If you go on my app, Team Sussex, you will hear it. Okay, you will hear it. I'm not gonna play the audio here. Why? Because they will what do you call this? They will flag me. This channel, I don't know, this channel, Pure YTE, is a huge issue with YouTube. I don't want to give them an inch. But if you go on my app, Team Sussex, it's there already. The minute that I saw it, I uploaded on my other channel. And what I'll do, I'll put the link of that video in the description so you guys could check it. Alright? So in other words, she's saying, you know, as you do all this movement, pretend that you courtesy to Miss Meghan, and then she start dancing. All right, that's that. Okay, and by the way, I forgot to give her credit. It's Vanessa Newton. I forgot to give her credit. She's the one who put it, and then I got it from, and I forgot to give her credit for it. Alright, so let's read some of the comment. Hey Vanessa, do you know your Eagle Eye tweet is making international headline? Okay, I saw that. There's the laugh. They call me a royal fan. The disrespect. Okay, I didn't see. Right, it's Meghan's fan. Thank you very much. Alright, I didn't see that headline. Okay, that's libel, and the most horrific type gets Jenna Afia on the phone. When the squad start going with their nonsense, you got other squad who carried it on. That's funny. It's like, go call Meghan's lawyer and ask her to represent you for how dare they calling you royal friend. It's Meghan friend. Okay, all right, there's that. I read that already. Right, it's Meghan's friend. Thank you very much. That's that. I love that. Meghan is the only royal I offer a courtesy. Okay, I died and went to heaven. Okay, I've wondered a lot if our fave have a peloton. I'll casually type in combo of LB names every now and then and to see if they come up. Okay, sis is like, Meghan is the only queen I recognize. I love it. Perfect. Queen Meghan. Okay, courtesy to Miss Meghan. Yes. Okay, Miss Meghan. Yes. Okay, love it. Oh, I love her. Okay, I bookmark her classes and we take them LOL. I work 100% courtesy to Her Royal Highness Miss Meghan. Okay, love it. I'm telling you, the squad, when they go, they keep going at it. Cody is a big fan. Alright, let's see this one.
Good morning, world. Get up. We are entering today with some Meghan Markle energy. We've been down, we've been out. People have tried to keep us down, but we are not taking it anymore. So,
Oh my
get
God.
up.
I don't know know who he is, but Megan is a lesson to be learned for any young people who's dealing with any problem. I've said this a video sometime last year. There it is. It's being I don't even know who it is, but the squad are proving me right. Let's see, there's more reply here. To Miss Megan, I know that's right. Alright, there's this. Take note that she referred to her as Miss Megan. Okay, not the Sussex, not Princess. Oh, there's the header. It is, ma'am. Alright, just Miss Megan. Okay, thanks for providing our point, because she would rather courtesy to her than to the other uncharismatic and breed who stayed there. Now why are you stalking her friend tweet? Just alright, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. And I think that's the last one. Alright, I pray for you as I pray for my own. Alright, so that's the squad. Alright, so do I. Amen. Praise the Lord. Amen. That's beautiful. Amen. 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 Alright, so let's go on Google. This is my last thing here. So let's go on Google and prayer for what? Prayer, you know, as I'm typing this, I'm thinking of people similar to Dawn Potter. Again, that's the name that keeps on popping on my head. I hope that's her name, because I repeat it so many times in this video. I hope that's her name. Alright, people like Dawn Potter, who's standing for the truth despite the negativity around them. What's the term for it? Pray for people, I don't know. There must be a term, but I can't think of. But let's say courage. People with courage to do the right thing. Alright, there must be something better, but that's what I'm thinking. Prayer for people with courage to do the right thing. Okay, no, that's not that. Now that I said it, it doesn't sound what I want. Prayer for people with courage to fight for the right, to fight, let's say, to fight for right things. Alright, maybe that's, I don't know, that's what's popping. It may not sound right, but right now that's what I'm thinking, and hopefully something. 4 prayers for courage to do the right thing. Now I'm thinking a word, warrior. Let me not forget. Let's see what's pop up here. For warriors. For warriors. Okay. Let's see this. I stop halfway. Alright. This one and that one. Let's see if it fits what I'm feeling. Okay, a prayer for courage. Quote, we are excited to see your power at work in us, and we are filled with hope that you are with us. We are filled with hope that through Jesus our situation doesn't define us, and our waiting remind us of your truth. Okay, not quiet, but that's not what I'm going for. Prayer, God, doing the right thing isn't always easy. That's heard right there. But, and Megan as well. But it's something I want to do because I know it pleases you. Please give me the courage today to stand up for what's right, trusting that you will bring honor to my righteous action in your perfect time. In Jesus' name, amen. That sort of fit what I'm going for. Let's do one more. This one says that, alright? Prayer for strength. Jesus, captain of my life, may your strength arise. Deep to deep, my heart will soar with you on grace-filled skies. Jesus, captain of my mind, may your hope take flight. Wing to wing, my faith will fly with you on promise bright. Jesus, captain of my soul, may your love abide. Heart to heart, you cherish me, with you I come alive. Alright, so for people like Megan, Dawn Potter, I think that's her name. Let's look it up. Alright, I think that Dawn Potter. To what the? No, that's not her. That's not her. That's not her. That's not her. Alright, let's see. Okay, there it is. What's her name? Her. She's the one I'm talking about. Her. Okay, Labour MP kick out, come on after rant, Boris Johnson's a liar. What is her name? What is her name? Yeah. Oh, not Potter. It's Butler. Butler. Dawn Potter. Butler. Uh, Dawn Butler. That's her name. This is who I'm talking about. Her. Okay? Dawn Butler. Not Potter, Butler. Alright? So her, Meghan. Alright? Who have the I don't know if it's power, but who have the platform. Okay, maybe platform is the thing. Who has the platform to do what's right and use it at the right time to shed light into things. Women like her, we need. We need women like her. There's probably plenty of others I haven't seen, but her, Meghan, these are the two women that I'm talking about for this prayer that I just read. Alright, for God to still protect them, give them the courage to do, because to get your freedom, it's not for free. You have to really fight for it if you really need it. And for those who think racism is the way to go, because she's not doing anything to you, instead she's trying to preserve the little right that you have. Alright, and Meghan is doing the same thing in her own way. So this thing that I'm talking about, her. Alright, we need to pray for them to still give them the courage, the health. Okay, health comes before everything. To give them health, to be there, because they have the platform to speak the truth. Okay, to help us maintain the freedom that we have. Alright, I mean the US have some too, but right now this is what I'm thinking about. Alright, so please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. And if you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate or just watch the commercials. Alright, thank you. And those who have donated, okay, don't think I forgot about you. Thank you for whatever you were able to give. I appreciate that. Alright, so that's it. Now I'm gonna continue to another one, which is heavy in politics. Alright, that's the next video. Thanks for watching.